Hello, YouTube, and welcome back in. I just opted to keep Hong Kong here. We're just appreciating the score. We're up around 1,800 now. You can see where your score comes from, right? Most of it is how big your empire is, and that empire score includes built districts. So that's where all that comes from. Then you get some for the tech tree. And all that era score apparently, interestingly, gives you score. So, yeah. Don't know if we'll get to 2,500, but we'll try. Is the max score. We'll have to build more districts. We might as well do this then. If we get scored out of era score, let's just do it. All right, so Korea we can largely just take over with our cavalry, seems like. But the question is going to be Shaka. And we can't really build a navy over here. Well, I guess we could. They could head out from this direction. We could maybe do that. We could maybe get a couple builders. We could chop out a bit of a navy. How close are we to aircraft carriers? 4, 10. Oh my gosh, 20. So far away. So far away. All right, let's get some districts then. Taking over Korea might be enough to get us super close. We'll actually pay attention to score, because if we've got a game where we can go for 2,500 score, we should probably just do it, right? Max score. Doesn't hurt to have a max score game. Nice. Found it. What's up, Justin Sane? How you doing? Welcome in. Movement. Any chance of an NP? What's an NP? NP? No, oh, National Park. Did not follow you there, buddy. National parks, yes, I would imagine. Although we don't have conservation yet. I definitely want to let's get our next government, and then let's worry about national parks. But that's a good point. National parks are an excellent source of late game amenities. And Justin Sane, thanks for the follow, dude. Welcome on in. You coming over from YouTube? That's exciting. I love it when you guys do that. Hey, Eminem. Welcome in, man, for your 1 minute in between meetings. Good to see you. Good to see you, as always. No idea how national parks work? Oh, we must help you. We must help you, then. Did our boost yet? We did not. So that should be the boost here. All right, let's finish this. I know it's going to change our production into the next version, and I'm okay with that because we actually need stronger planes. None of this is going to do all that much. Watch a lot of the videos? Awesome, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and thanks for stopping by the stream. That's so cool. We're happy to have you here. There's now a Stream Clips channel in the Discord settings for all your favorite moments with me. Thank you, Ordos. Thank you, buddy. Let's just, again, if you're over on YouTube and you want to join up our Discord and keep up with us, we've got all kinds of stuff. Stream clips. Huzzah. Huzzah. Thank you, buddy. Best mods ever. Look at this. How are you on? This is Pangea, sir. I am offended by your lack of connectivity to our empire. I'm startled. I'm shocked. I'm appalled. Not really, just irritated a little bit. Yeah, national parks will change your life. I mean, as far as culture victories, they're really strong. And just as far as late game amenities or, you know, something to eat up your faith later on, it's a great place to be. His hair in that video. Oh dear. Oh dear. Have I played or considered playing Civ 5 with Vox Populi? You know, you are not the first person to recommend that, my little piglet. People seem to be very impressed with the Vox Populi mod. I have not personally played with it yet. But I hear it's good. My issue is it's really hard for me to want to go backwards in the series. Now that I've played Civ 6, I just love the mechanics so much. I love districts and the wonders and just the whole way all of this works. It's just too good. So it'll be kind of hard for me to want to do that. Need to get your first deity win in, and videos are very helpful. Awesome, man. Yeah, that's the thing about Civ is if you just kind of like, if you treat it like you're a little macaw, you can just kind of duplicate what we do and hopefully learn enough about the game to make a dent. Should heal us a bit. You like the builder mechanics in 6? Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in 6 that I'm a huge fan of over Civ 5. Don't get me wrong, I love Civ 5. That's what I started on. It's a great game. But it does feel a little regressive. Definitely want to get some bombers. Do I still think like stuff like overflow is intended? Yeah, I think so. And I'm okay with overflow where it's at. I realize it feels exploitive at times, but it does kind of make sense. Like if you're going to remove a feature like that and if you were new, like I think overflow mechanics get maybe abused by more experienced players that know what they're looking for. But I think if you removed them, a newer player might feel punished. And you definitely don't want to do that with your game, right? Like you don't want to quarantine it off to just new players. Otherwise, it's way too hard to, you know, have market share and stuff. Just gonna start building some bombers. Why do you not have a harbor? Well, some of these things are not going to finish their build, but that's all right. Only 140 to upgrade into a fighter. That's so cheap. That's not even running the policy. Overflow is a Civ 5 too? Indeed, indeed. True, Justin say. Yeah. Once you learn about it, it's like a whole new world, man. I agree. I understand that's definitely something that you can... I should probably do an overflow-centric video as well. Yeah, I know Potato. I haven't checked him out all that much, but I know of him for sure. Everybody seems to like Potato. Civ 6 Trader seems to be gone. I don't know if he's still making stuff. You still feel like you punish yourself when you remove anything. Really, Piglet? Why? Why? Think about it this way. There are situations where chopping something will ultimately leave you with less of a yield than not chopping something. Okay, so that's the classic example that I give for this is river lumber mills. River lumber mills give you extra production, and technically speaking, a river lumber mill on like a plains hill is one of the most productive tiles you can have. But the difference there is 1 production per turn, right? On that tile. Like if you chopped it, put a mine, that mine's 1 less production. Fine. But if we look at this and we go, that chop is worth 100 production, and we have certainly less than 80 turns, probably realistically less than 30 turns in our game, you have a net gain of 50 production by chopping it. You'd have to factor in the builder's stuff. It's loosey-goosey math, but you're really not hurting yourself by chopping it. In fact, you're getting ahead, and the whole point of that chop is that it accelerates you and lets you otherwise produce things that you wouldn't be able to do in such a timely manner. And then obviously couple that with policies and things, and it's super, super silly. But not near the level. Yeah, Filthy gets really salty, doesn't he? You feel sad when you remove rocks. Oh, no. Flatland rocks you can consider keeping, but there's so much production from it. Civ 6 Trader hasn't made anything since the expansion. Okay. Good to know. Got a little movement there. That's true. Multiplayer, you're more likely to get salty about stuff. That's a good point. Because there's just less that's in your control. What do I think it is that keeps Civ interesting? Start locations and tiles. There's that level of randomness in starting a new game that makes it super interesting, right? Because you're exploring, you don't know what the world is going to look like yet. So there's enough there to keep you kind of coming back and wanting to start more games. And then once you start, playing the game, it gets even more interesting. Let's just upgrade that guy. The issue, and this has been addressed in Rise and Fall. I think it's significantly better than it used to be. But the issue is as the game goes on, later and later, it tends to not be all that interesting. But I think that's much, much better than it used to be, and I don't know. I think that's a small price to pay for what is otherwise a super fun and interesting game. But the newness, like the discovering a world and stuff like that, is pretty important. It's a good question. Oh, you're very welcome. Civ 3 Road Spaghetti and Doom Stacks. Oh, dear. I've heard tales. I've heard tales of such things. You had Zanzibar to yourself? You punk. I can't believe he's on his own stinking continent. And I love questions. Don't ever be shy about that. Really. Cool. That's fine. Oh, I wanted to do the double. You know what? Come here. I want to find out the answer to this. Let's move him to Zulu and see if we get a double bonus for having single. My guess is no. What's up, Brad? How many horses were bred and killed in the process of taking over the world? Only a couple got killed, but many, many were bred. Many, many horses were used in the filming of this production. But don't call Sarah McLachlan on me. We didn't kill any. Wow. The Huacha took out a unit. Okay, so I blame you for that, Brad. That was your fault. Because you had to ask about how many horses died. God, it's so slow to move these guys. That's true. Actually, if you look at the animation of horses dying, they don't actually die. Game Mechanic LLC cannot be held responsible for damages to other civs, horses, and property. If you haven't slept in 7 weeks because you're only playing Civilization, you may want to talk to your doctor. What? I don't like that. Okay, gotta go talk to my doctor. I am afraid this stupid AT crew, man. It hurts. So will there be a Dothraki wedding at the end of the game? I hope so. I mean, it's 1120 AD, so I hope somebody's gotten married. Okay, so government-wise, what are we going after here? I'm not super thrilled about fascism. I think 4 military policies is just a little too much. It's a few too many. So maybe communism? Although 5, let's go fascism. We're gonna be fascist, dang it. We don't often get the opportunity to have that actually be good, so let's do it.
Please, you get paid.
Do they do stuff to your butt?
No.
Do you get paid more if they do stuff to your butt?
No.
It's fine. I'll do it. I'm in.
Hey.
Dude, Kurtbrick, thank you for the 5 months in a row. I appreciate that ongoing support. Welcome back into the shop, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's pretty hype. Pretty hype, my friends. I don't really care. You know what we should do? We should be getting, because great people are also era score, right? So we should actually be we should be building theater squares whenever possible. Yep. That's what we should be doing. I love just being able to buy ancient walls. It's so nice. Could build rare here. That's funny. That's true, Grim. I almost called you Grimrock, which I love that game, but DM. Yeah, that's true. We could maybe crank out the Venetian. There are a lot of options we could take advantage of here. I'm gonna bomb these barbarians. We could actually get Ruhr here in our cap. It's a darn good Ruhr, but we don't have the population to justify it. Okay, sure. Bombing Barbarians is a sweet band name. Nice. Certainly a lot of marketing, like merch potential with that one. Let's get the science policies in there. Yeah, he doesn't have that big of a military score. He's got some pike and shots, but yeah, I don't see the cores and stuff. No cores and armies. Nice, Imperator. Oh, yeah, we got the Petra, didn't we? One, two, three tiles. Boo. Have everybody heal up. Turn 173. I think the best civ is to win deity with, or the best win type. I do like Pedro. Pedro's a lot of fun to play. I don't know. Best is hard. I would say if you're new and you're trying to pick up a victory on deity, even if you're not new, like science is pretty straightforward. Tourism is kind of my new favorite victory type, but it does require a certain level of understanding to really manage the late game stuff. That being said, you can still absolutely get tourism victories without understanding that stuff. My biggest recommendation is just Rome. Rome is just really solid. Free monuments everywhere is going to really help you with culture. Get to your governments, get policies, stuff like that. So Rome is my kind of newbie-friendly civ. And then after that, I don't know. Domination's fine, but like we've talked about in this game, it just kind of gets a little tedious. So I would probably learn the space race victory just because you're going to learn so many fundamentals with that victory type that you're going to be able to do domination fine after that. You're going to understand culture a little bit better. Yeah, I'd probably try to master the space race first. Oops. Yeah, that's what I like about the space race too, is that you learn how to make good cities, because space race really matters for economy and gold and stuff. So you kind of learn how to build good good cities, and that's a pretty important skill. All right, we kind of don't care where we're putting districts. We just want districts. So let's do that. That way we up our score as much as possible. Where are we at? We're at an even 2,000. So we need 500 more score to get the max. Gilgabro's your first deity win? Yeah. Gilgabro's fun. Ziggurats are great. Okay, now we heal up. I'm going to go ahead and keep all the cities now because we're just kind of pushing for score. Just the cheapest district. So we could just start building some theater squares, entertainment complexes, stuff like that. It's fine by me. Hey, we can rebase far now. Yay. Ha. Segmented off this AT crew, so hopefully we should be safe. Do I think Civ 6 requires more planning in cities with a specific goal rather than build all the things in Civ 5? Yeah, well that's the biggest thing about putting stuff on tiles anyways, right? Because in Civ 6 or in Civ 5 everything got built in your capital. And so you could work all the tiles, and in Civ 6 you can't work all the tiles because at least a few of them are going to be dead from districts. Dead. And yeah, I think it for sure requires more planning, which is where my interest in it comes into play, because I just think it's more fun to plan your cities and, you know, visualize what your future empire is going to look like, play to your land. It just winds up being way more fun than 5, in my opinion. Sometimes it's hard to choose goals with districts. Yeah, I could see that. I can see that as a legit concern as well. But yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. Once you kind of like, when in doubt, play to your leader's strengths. You know. So we could just start getting the spears on our cavalry and finish off Shaka. We're like this is how slow the Air Force stuff is. Like we have a couple planes, and we're desperately trying to get them to catch up, but it's just that slow. Like it's funny how useful cavalry are. They're just so much better. Because your knights are going to fall off and get killed by crossbows and stuff, but once you're at cavalry, especially corps and armies, you're going to be pretty good. And we could, of course, be at helicopters by now, but we did a pivot. Same, yeah. Our wish list for new features include victory types like domination, or like diplomatic. I would very much enjoy that. Hey, don't do that. She's got a submarine.
Bolt actions speak louder than words.
No farms to pillage. Boo. Yep, that's why we run the city-state wall mod. I'm with you. I don't like the city-states dying right away. That's just not super interesting or fun. Our frigates are going to turn into battleships on production. Here's the general. Can heal from that, which is good. What's this wonder? Yeah, this is the Giant's Causeway and gives your land units +5 combat strength, but please note that that 5 combat strength goes away when you upgrade that unit. So it's actually, it's a really cool wonder and very, very useful. But you just have to be aware of how it works. Okay, no more walls for you. Can't even air attack this. Advanced units don't remember that their great-great-grandfather once touched the almighty wonder. It's true. They forget. I mean, youths these days, I tell you. Bunch of hooligans, really. When you kill the walls, do they lose the ability to range attack? Yes. Yep. That is where that comes from. In Civ 6, it was innate. It was inherent. But not here. Oh, they have a lumber mill. That's what, or a water mill. That's why it was better. Okay. Now what are we building? Commercial hub trifecta seems good. Not so many enemies left. We're doing all right. We're getting there. Let's get those districts down. We're up to 2026. When I finish school, do I still remember all the stuff? Yeah, I've never forgotten anything in my life. It's a good point. Commercial hub trifecta. Would you perhaps call it triangular trade? Nice, Atlas. That would be a better name. That would be a better name, no doubt about it. Hello, I'm French. I'm American. I'm all US-ified, but bonjour to you, my friend. Welcome in. You're more than welcome here as a French person or as anything else you want to be. Oh my god. Hello, French. I'm Dad. Oh dear. Oh dear for that. That's a bit yikes. You like dad jokes and you know it. I secretly do. Just don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. So it's not Louis, it's got to be Louis then, right? Louis?
Oh, swear not by them.
What time is it where I'm playing? There's actually a little clock right up here. It's at 1:43 p.m. We got to get a Shaka invasion force ready. Good news is we're going to inherit a bunch of districts here and here, including and as well as wonders. So hopefully we can get 2,500 score. That would be pleasing. Yes, that would be very nice. I guess we should go after wonders then, too. If we're going to worry about this whole score mechanic. Yes, that's right, friends. I am going for the Statue of Liberty. Yikes. Doing an OCC in multiplayer? That's fun, just insane. Hey, Cal. Why are we worried about score? We're not. We're just seeing if we can get to 2,500 for the max rank. I'm not actively worried about it, but, you know. If you can do a cool thing, you should do the cool thing. So we're going to do the cool thing. Oh, cool. We get to finish it anyways. I was like, I want to finish that frigate at the very least. All right, now we can do this. And we'll bring over a battleship. I did say Statue of Liberty, and I actually meant it. I often say Statue of Liberty when what I mean is Eiffel Tower. I don't know. I've got all kinds of crazy. I think probably like parasitic ants. Like, you guys hear about those ants that, like, can, like, make you go insane? That's probably what it is. That's probably what happened. Here's my spear. Game's pretty realistic, removing all the forests. Both realistic and depressing. It was inevitable, Maestro. Launches Initiative Omega. Am I sure that ant wasn't Anthony Scaramucci? Oh, God. Oh, dear. Got a couple planes coming. Oh, stop it.
Is totalitarianism.
Ooh, we got a promotion. All right, coming after aircraft carriers. How long till nukes? I know, right? We're not even there yet. You're the one who had to come back, right? These guys all have it. Yeah, you got to come back. Oh, did we just declare?
Please. You get paid.
Do they do stuff to your butt?
No.
Do you get paid more if they do stuff to your butt?
No.
It's fine. I'll do it. I'm in.
Hey!
I'm pretty late on this, but less than 3 happy 10 months. Smiley face.
Smiley face back at you. Thank you, Cats for Life, for 10 months in a row. Welcome back into the shop. Thank you. That is a long time to bring your Twitch Prime sub back. And I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much hype approved. Airplanes and battering rams? Dude, that's just Civ stuff. We're just living that Civ life. And, you know, as I say, as I often say, better late than never, right? It's just true. So where's our engineer? I kind of want to get an engineer over here. Get an airstrip. Oh, hey, we're fascists now. Yay! I'm going to build the tier 3 government building? Sure. Why not? So we lost a gold policy in there. Guess the science doesn't matter all that much. We'll be fascist with liberalism. It's great. Makes a lot of sense. All right. You want the tier 3 government building? Oh, I'm building a wonder there, though. But the War Department's pretty great. It's too bad it's so late. Poetry. Aha, we did it. We did it, fam. All right. Yeah, we could unlock national parks, although I spent a lot of our faith on walls for no reason. It's been fun, though. It's because it's just 80 faith. It's just a little 80 faith for walls. It's great. Civ should give you a morality resume after the game. You went from feudalism to fascism. You should check a psychologist. I agree. Conscientious fascism. All right, let's build Ruhr. We love Rur. It's only 15 turns away. There we go. Have stuff. Maybe a couple things. Does the healing effect in the War Department stack with Scythia? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Battleship. But at least on Deity, it's like, I mean, look at how late this is. We could have won this game long ago had we just gone the helicopters and tanks route. Not that I'm upset about it. I'm very happy with the choices we've made, but... So, like, getting to that even third-tier building on a Deity game, pretty late. Pretty darn late, unless you're doing a marathon or something. More great people. That's good. One might even say it's great. So we're from 2100 to 2138. Yeah, we're really going to have to push for the 2500. How does one do it? That's a cool idea, Moondog. Sure. Aha. That's the one that needs the spear. Okay, so all these guys have spear. They're ready to go. The planes pay off. Planes in 1108. Yeah, well. I don't know what to tell you. And I think we're just going to let this video go a bit long. So, sorry, YouTube. It doesn't make sense to start another video, I don't think. There we go. There's the governor. Rip your walls. Pangea, my favorite. Yeah, it's the most consistent map type, meaning that like you will have as good of a chance to win on a Pangea map versus with the other maps. While providing interesting maps, are often very RNG based. So you're gonna have to deal with some randomness, and you'll probably just lose more games. And I don't like to lose. I like to win. All right, so now we have 2 spies running the diplomatic visibility. So we can see when we declare on him if we get the double boost or not. And no need for naval tech, which is a very good point, DM, yeah. Ow, ow.